Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. It's your brother Yahweh Call from the Great Millstone Orlando camp, and I've got this video up, queued up. I'm gonna play just a few minutes of it because he made a point. He made a statement that immediately sparked the title for this video, being that I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this here, and we get this right here, 2 Timothy 3:1. And the heading says, difficult times will come. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Matter of fact, let's read on down. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. And obviously we see that idolatry is at an all-time high. Self-worship, we're in the age of the selfie sticks. Everyone is making it about themselves. Me, Instagram, likes. all those type of shenanigans, where everything is about oneself, right? Everyone has become their own idol. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And listen, because these don't need any type of further explanation. These pretty much speak for themselves in the times that we're living in right now. These things, these words, it speaks for itself, what we see going on. It says, without natural affection, and that's something that you hear commonly, like, where's the love? Because we're just in a time where, hey, there is no love. What does the scripture say? Iniquity shall abound. You can grab that real quick. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So you see, everyone's pretty much becoming more and more cold-hearted, and it's to a point, and it's getting more to a point where things are so difficult. Like I just read the heading on that 2 Timothy, right? Difficult times will come, and it's getting to a point where everyone is being backed into a corner. It's getting harder and harder to live. So with that, people are going to be forced to, as I always say, get it the ski mask way, right? And whether that means robbing Aunt Betty, people are going to be taken from the disabled. These people, they're not going to care if you're in a wheelchair. I just posted a video in the chat with brothers of some judgment. A dude got deleted right in front of his offspring. Dude was sitting in the car with his offspring, and Jake walked right up to dude, and got off. He unloaded the clip on a dude with the child right there. Couldn't have been more than 3, 4, 5. Couldn't have been more than 3, 4 years old. Those are the times that we're in. The love of many waxing cold, and when you go into that word, he goes into psycho, because you can see the demons on his people. It's getting to a point where, again, and that's why the scriptures talk about being circumspect, man. Be careful out here, because again, there's nothing but demons on these people, and the Lord is about to give these demons the green light to go ahead and just hey, and that's why we're gonna need the Lord's protection. All right, which Lord willing, being the hopefully elect, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be protected. We're gonna be protected. But going back to that 2 Timothy 3:3 again, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. And you see, like I said, all these things, there's no need to further expound on these things, you know. These things, they speak for themselves in the times that we're in right now. And again, this is why we're going to need the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Shai to be with us, because it's about to get bad out here, as we see, and that's just only going to get worse. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
All right, everyone, heads up. We have report after report coming in of people being followed home from the grocery store, from their banks, and from their places of employment and being attacked. Across the entire state of New York, we are seeing warnings come out from officials saying that you need to be on the lookout for what they call wolf pack violence. That's where individuals, usually criminal elements, are getting together in groups of 6 to 12 individuals, and they are moving upon a separate person. So if you're walking home from school, if you're going to the store and going to your car, if you're coming home from the bank, or if you're just nonchalantly taking a walk around your neighborhood, you have a chance of getting attacked. This is where your self-defense becomes the most important part of your daily life. I want you to listen to this Florida couple. They were ambushed and shot after being followed home after a Hard Rock casino win. Now you might think, oh gosh, somebody took advantage of, $50,000, $80,000. That would really be worth somebody following them home and shooting them and trying to take their money. No, guys, these people won $3,000. They might not even have walked out of the casino with that much. That was just their table win. And so these punks came up behind them, followed them all the way home, shot them, and tried to take all of their money along with their life. It was just a date night. 2 men followed the individuals, Kim Chambliss and her boyfriend. His name is Dela Cruz, from the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. This is happening, as you can see, not just in New York, not just in California. This is across the USA. The World Health Organization recently said that we are going to see never-before-seen versions of lockdowns across the world. According to a report from Iran International, the Iranian government, for the first time, has acknowledged the existence of its nuclear program, and they have begun the development.
So that's pretty much the point. All right. Like I said, he mentioned the wolf pack, quote unquote, wolf pack violence, which that immediately sparked me to do this video, because those are the times that we're in. Again, more and more people's backs are getting, more and more people are being backed into a corner. All right. And it's going to cause people to react a certain way, which we're hearing the reports. All right. And as it's been said from the top, man, for many years, it's only going to get worse from here. It's only going to get worse. Because I saw the video, Apostle, and I was going to touch on this, just dealing with this whole, basically, dealing with women, because the spirit has it to where brothers are getting on these women, The spirit be doing that. It has its cycles where the attention shifts to the women, but I'm gonna go ahead and mention it in this video, because I saw the Apostle Tahar's video. It was like a quick 45-second video about Isaiah 4:1 being sooner than we think, something along those lines. Isaiah 4:1 is coming closer than what we think. And he posted the link of the video. I believe that the guy's channel is something dealing with the coffee podcast or something like that. It was something like that. And basically this guy, he posting all these he does these videos where he posts these compilations of all these women crying, crying on the gram, because that's been a new thing as of lately. All right. Women crying out, women on Instagram, TikTok crying out because of how tough the times are getting. Women are out here crying because they got to pay all these bills, and this is what you get when you want to live that so-called Miss Independent life. Which, come to find out, hey, you've been beguiled yet again, Eve. All right, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women, you found out you're being beguiled again, because the scriptures say, well, let me get this real quick, because this is This is really talking about Jake in general, Israel in general, but it can be applied to the women. In Jeremiah 4:30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothe thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. Because, Jake pretty much went to all these other nations for comfort. And come to find out these nations don't give a damn about Jake. So like I said, applying, really talking about Israel in general, but this could be applied to the women as well. And these women are finding out that the nations, especially when it comes to Esau, Edom, they don't give a damn about the so-called black or Hispanic women. Brothers make it a point to get on the so-called black woman. But hey, I throw Northern Kingdom in there as well, because the Northern Kingdom, especially Ephraim, ain't nothing but a black woman with an accent to me. Ephraim ain't the Hispanic woman ain't nothing but a nigger woman with an accent. Just different seasoning. That's all. But that's what women are coming to find out. All right, you turn to, and it's all set up to the Lord, because the Lord, He gave us a small taste of how He feels. We turned our back on the Lord, right? And He made His woman turn their back on us. Or Salaki, He made our woman turn our back on us. But nevertheless, we found out, all right, and now you women are finding out what it is to turn your back on your man, on your men. So beautiful times that we're in, I was gonna get this Slakia in second Esdras, because again these reports coming out, these wolf pack gangs, wolf pack violence, right? It reminds me. Well, before I get that, let me get this in second Esdras. Let me get this, because Slakia, I'm all over the place. Let me go to this. I'm all over the place. Let me go to this. And again, to quote, or to just land back off the Apostle Tar's video, Isaiah 4:1 is coming sooner than what we think. And, a lot of you women are in for a very rude awakening. So you better tighten up, because we teach repentance to Israel. All right. That implies you women, It's always been a thing about, because, Jake is always complaining, why you always getting on the women? You always get on the women. Listen, it's been about the man being the fuck up for the past 5 decades, 6 decades. It's always been about the man and how he needs to do right, how he needs to do better. The shift, the blame, the attention has always been on the men. And as of recent years, the fact that the Spirit has been getting on these women so heavy, because again, the message overall is to repent. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, repent. All right, and that includes you women, because the Lord, He's not biased. All right, the Lord is not biased. All right, Salakia, I'm all over the place. I'm gonna grab this real quick. In 2 Chronicles 19:7, wherefore now let the fear of the Lord be upon you. Take heed and do it. For there is no iniquity with the Lord our power, no respect of persons, nor taking of gifts. So you see, listen, the Lord, He's not biased. All right. Like I said, the Lord is no respecter of person. When it comes to judgment, the Lord, there is no fault with the Lord. There is no iniquity when it comes to the Lord and His judgments. All right. Because a lot of you women are about to become a spoil. Why? Because that leads me to this. In Ecclesiasticus 36, that whole Miss Independent, I could do bad by myself. The whole Isaiah 4:1 topic in general is a major stumbling block for a lot of women, and simp dudes, simp males. But That whole Isaiah 4:1 topic is a major stumbling block for a lot of women. A lot of women are going to end up perishing just because, just off that fact alone that a man can have. A lot of brothers don't even practice it, you know. But just the fact alone that a man is in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're not going off if you decide to go that route. Just that fact alone, a lot of women are going to be a lot of women are not going to make it. But that's the thing about the Lord. You're going to get down with the Lord's program, whether you believe it or not. It's just a matter of, hey, you're going to find out the easy way, the hard way. And a lot of women are going to find out the hard way. Because that whole, I don't need a man, or I'm not sharing my man, and, you know, that shit's going to change real quick. That's a guaranteed fact. Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 27. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. So you see, because you talk about, I'm not sharing my man, where there's nothing to share. All right, because for one, you don't own a man. You talk about, that's my man this, and my man that. No, he doesn't belong to you. You belong to him. All right, you are his possession. You know, you are his possession. You see, and a lot of you women are about to find that out, and not only that, you're about to revert back to your natural estate and be in a possession. When, especially, again, man, as bad as things are about to get, things are already bad now. You know, like I said, you got all these women complaining, crying out. It's getting to a point where, hey, you know, quote unquote, sharing your man. All right, bringing another woman or two in the occasion. It's not so much of a bad idea. You know, so like, let me turn this car on. Bear with me as this thing connects. Bear with me. But yeah, a lot of you women are about to find out. And again, you're about to revert back to your natural state, because a lot of women play tough. You know, a lot of these women play tough until it's time for the tough to get going. And then you find out, you know, you're not built for this. You know, you're not built for this, which indeed you're not. That's what
Active testing of explosive devices that will be used on...
Slakia. That's why, just in general, the Lord, he created the makeup of a man and a woman is different. A woman, she's not built for war. You know, she's not built for confrontation and combat and things of that nature. That's what this chick at the Olympics, she showed you that when she had to box that transgender male. You know, I think she said one hit, she got hit one time. You know, and she's like, man, I ain't never been hit like that before. You know. And that's why I always say, hey, you know, because stuff like that, I don't feel bad, you know. I don't feel bad whatsoever, because women cry for equal rights. Well, I always say, hey, be prepared to, don't say no when you catch your equal love too, you know. So I don't feel bad for stuff like that, you know. And that's another thing, that whole save Captain Saberhole spirit, that's just going out the window, because again, it's going to get to a point, you know. Hey, it's going to be every man for himself, and women, and women, you know, which that's where a lot of you women are going to end up getting perished. A lot of you women are going to end up perishing, because what are you going to do? You know, you talk a good talk now, you talk a good game now. Well, just keep that same energy, keep that same attitude when you got a pack of wolves at your door. You know, you got a pack of wolves. You know, you got a whole gang of people looking for food. You know, you hear them next door. You hear the neighbors next door screaming, right? You know, you hear your little homegirl next door. She's getting ravished, and you just know in the back of your mind, because you can't run, you can't escape, right? And you just know it's just a matter of time before you're next. What are you going to do in those moments, man? Well, that's why I said a lot of you women are about to become a spoil. That's why again in Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 25, where no hedges, there is the possession, Slakia. Where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. Oh, Slakia, verse 24. I'm sorry. He that getteth a wife getteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. And again, a lot of you women are going to learn in that day to quite frankly, shut the fuck up. You know, because there's a whole lot of opinions going on right now. Like I said, there's a whole lot of tough talk. Women like to talk the talk, but all that tough guy shit is going to go out the window. Or tough girl shit is going to go out the window, you know, when it's all said and done. And you're going to revert back to your natural state and be in a possession of a man, you know. I said, damn, you know, when I saw Apostle Tar's quick little 45-second video, I was like, yeah, man, you can see it, you know, you can see it. And just a quick, you know, because I told brothers, you know, my person, just to put myself out there. I was talking to, it's got to be the spirit of the Lord, because talking to this other chick, you know, and just the way that she threw herself pretty much in my lap, because she, you know, she has a. Listen to the scripture say, if you're going to deal with a woman, hey, be prepared to have trouble in the flesh. Now, you know, this chick, man, she definitely has a lot of baggage. But she, for the most part, I can see she's coming in that Isaiah 4:1 spirit. You know, like, listen, I don't need you to pay my bills, because that's the thing. A part of the pride of these women, you got to pay their bills and do all this and that. You got to take care of my kids, and you know, you know, dealing with this woman, you ain't got to do none of that. Just. She basically just wants that manly guidance, you know. Essentially, that's a roundabout way. That's all she wants is just that manly guidance, you know, that protection, you know. I said, damn, you know, and furthermore, I was telling brothers, you know, that's why I'm just like, man, this got to be the Lord, because there's certain conversations that we have. She knows a thing or two, which leads me to believe, because one day we were talking, we have a lot of deep conversations. Like I said, she knows a thing or two. She definitely watches the Hebrew Israelites somewhere. Now, as far as what camp, I don't know. But after one particular conversation we had, dealing with Revelation 13 and 16, and I just asked her, "Where do you think the mark is?" And she immediately, she was like, "I don't think it's the chip." You know, which lead me to believe that, you know, this chick, she could possibly be watching GMS. And furthermore, because like I said, just the way the circumstances, the way she threw herself at me, and I'm just like, man, I think she's seen me before. And that's another thing. I saw another brother do a video like, hey, brothers, the time of being, you know, because people are watching. People know, you know, people know, you know, people know who you are, or they know some. They know that you're about something. They just know something. You know, there's something about you. The people, they can see, they can sense something about you. Your brothers, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm not to get into all that, but yeah, man, you know, the tides are turning, you know. The tides are about to turn in brothers' favors, right? But verse what was I at? Verse 25 again. It says, "Where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled." And again, a lot of you women are about to become a spoil. You're about to become a booty. All right. You're about to become a part of the ditch party. You know, like my man said off a training day, you know, you women are about to become a booty, because again, when the more and more these resources become slack, all right, you just had a chick, she had a vision or a dream, which I believe would be a vision of a major famines. I'm gonna go to this in 2 Ezra 6. So that's why you women, again, overall, the message is for all Israelites to repent. But that includes you women. And you women better tighten up, man. You women better get right. Because you're not exempt from judgment. All right? No one is exempt from judgment. 2 Ezra 6. Hell, if anything, the Lord really has a bone to pick with a lot of you women, man. The way that you did the men, the Lord's men, you know. The Lord really has it out for a lot of you women. That's why in Ezekiel 9, it mentions women twice. It mentions the maids, women, the maids, right? You know, it mentions women twice. A lot of the Lord really has it out for a lot of you women. So it will behoove you to get right. 2 Edges 6. Second Edges 6. I'm gonna start at 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right, so you see, like I said, because we're in a time again, hyperinflation. That is a thing to come. All right, I remember telling everyone back in 2020, 21, whenever giving out all those stimulus checks. I remember telling, because everyone was excited. All my people, family members, they were excited. But I was telling them, hey, with that being said, that's going to devalue the dollar so much. I was telling them like, hey, enjoy it now, because the time is going to come when shit is going to, the price of everything is going to increase. And sure enough, like I said, you got all these women crying out, through and through. Like the scriptures say, tremble ye women that are at ease, right? These women out here crying out through and through. Cause just it's becoming more impossible to live. He's creating the conditions where it's just impossible to live, man. It's just people. There was a saying, "Hey, we're surviving at best." So we're not even doing that anymore. We're just skating through the shit, man. Barely getting by, barely getting by, because it's getting so bad, right? Well, hey, the next phase is going to be hyperinflation, and when these storehouses, these grocery stores, man, when the prices really start to skyrocket, get even more expensive, gas, when it gets even more expensive, right? Everything that we see and then some going on in these other places, Venezuela, right? All these things is coming to America. Hyperinflation is coming to America. And not only that, just with everything that's been going on over the past couple of years, just dealing with the supply chain crisis, right? Less goods are getting into the grocery stores. The grocery stores, they only carry a certain amount of goods for a certain amount of time. But once that starts to run out, and these shelves become more and more empty, and not only that, whatever is left in the stores becomes more expensive, Again, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think that's going to lead to? I'm gonna continue reading on to 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And it's cool because, as I've been saying, the Lord, he's definitely doing something on the earth. The Lord is moving a lot of chess pieces. I did a video on this maybe last week or so about how the Lord he's really on the behalf of brothers moving chess pieces. He's moving a lot of chess pieces, and that includes on brothers' behalf, the Lord is moving chess pieces, which includes the Lord he's strengthening certain relationships. The Lord is getting rid of certain people. The Lord is bringing certain individuals around you for particular reasons. Either to get salvation or to be destroyed. That's pretty much the only two reasons. The Lord is really like solidifying relationships, either to be salvation or destroyed. Because the Lord is about to start doing things on behalf of brothers, as he's already doing. Like I said, the Lord is moving chess pieces on the behalf of brothers. Because again, the tides are getting ready to shift. Lord willing, we're of that number in our favor. All right. So that's why we just got to hold on, just sit back and get your spiritual popcorn ready. Because I just, like I said, I watched some of those videos that the Apostle Tahar did the video on, the little 45-second video on, I watched some of those videos that the Apostle Tar, the channel that he recommended, and it's just like I couldn't help but to laugh. You know, I can't help but to laugh. You know, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Because again, it mentioned friends fighting one against another like enemies. You know, so like I said, the Lord, um, you know, I know me personally, I try to keep my circle tight as possible. You know, I try to keep my circle as tight as possible, man. You know, I'm not much of a. Over the years, I've become a less and less of a people's person. I just don't, you know, unless it's out, you know, brothers. I don't really care. I can really care less for these people. You know, unless it's brothers. You know, I could really care less for these people. You know, I don't care. But like I said, you know, I'm noticing the Lord is keeping certain individuals around for a particular reason, either to be saved or to be destroyed. You know, and I don't fight against it. You know, so we'll see. But I'm gonna get this because again, traveling like like wolves, man. You know, in packs, right? It reminds you of this. And Second Edges 16. Second Edges 16. Matter of fact, let's start at verse. Second Edges 16, and I'm gonna start at 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. And that's going to be the new normal, quote unquote, real soon. All right, when bodies start dropping. All right, mass deletions. All right, like I just read in the Second Edge 6, that trumpet being sounded in the city, man, and hey, people are going to be suddenly afraid. You know, shit's just going to start happening, and it's just going to, hey, people are going to be running around here like a chicken with his head cut off. Like it tells you in Second Edge 501, there's going to be a lot of confusion. You know, people running to and fro and chaos, confusion. You know, perplexed, right? A part of that, like it tells you in Luke, people are going to be perplexed, which goes into being without resources, but it also goes into one basically being in a state of confusion. You know, like you know, looking for answers, trying to figure out like what's going on? What, you know, like whoa, oh my God. You know, as if these people haven't been told for the longest, as if their warnings have not been going out. You know, it says, and there shall be no man to comfort them. So you see, like I said, that Captain Save a Whole Spirit, hey, it's going to be all a dog eat dog world. We're going back to a primal way of living. Every man for himself, and women. Since you want to, you know, cry equal rights, hey, you women are going to have to figure it out too. You know, and that's why to the sincere women, all right, you know, hey, the Lord's already got the details worked out. You know, either way, you know, he's already got it worked out. How the Lord pairs you know, women up with brothers. You know, the Lord's already got that worked out. Because we're too far in the game. We're too far in the game, and I know a lot of brothers have been to a point for a while. Because you know, we hear about such topics such as Isaiah 4:1. Of course, that makes at one point when you're younger in the faith, that excites you. You know, that excites you. And as much as these other camps talk about how we hate women, no, we actually love women, which is the problem. We love women, and that's why, hey, for the most part, hey, brothers, for the most part, ain't got it like that. You know, brothers ain't got it like that, because that's our glory. You know, women are our glory, but we in fact love women. But that's the problem. That's why the Lord is saving us from ourselves, because the Lord knows how we can get. But it's coming. You know, I was just saying. That's why I was saying, dealing with the whole Isaiah 4:1 topic. At one point, you know, this shit made us excited, you know. But the more we grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the more we understand that, hey, it's going to be a lot more than just having all these women. There's going to be a lot of responsibilities, because, you know, hey, women, they come with baggage. You know, majority of these women, they have children by other men. You know, that in itself is like, damn, you know. You know, you know how women are. You know, 1 minute they're hot, then they're cold. Then they're hot again. It's itchy. Women always bickering and complain. That's why I said, it's gonna be a lot more than having all these women. And brothers gonna be, the Lord is gonna bring these spirits, because it's gonna consist of men, women, and children, but mostly women and children. And to the women that come, to the women that the Lord brings over to brothers, I tell brothers all the time, if I be one of those men, I'm already to a point I'm aggravated. I say it all the time. I'm already aggravated. Because just dealing with one woman alone is like, man, it just makes you want to say, man, the hell with this shit. Just one woman alone is a headache in itself. Imagine having all these women. And it's going to apply differently to every brother, because Isaiah 4:1, a 7 women shall take hold of one man. A brother might literally have 7 women during Jacob's trouble, but might only have 1 woman, might have 100 women, might have 1,000 women in Jacob's trouble. It's just, it's all according to the Lord, what he's got set up. But either way, I already have a mindset to where I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm already aggravated. I'm already irritated. I get irritated thinking about Isaiah 4:1, because what's going to come with. What it's going to come with. But in that time, brothers will be ready. Brothers will be ready, man, when that time comes. But it's coming soon. It's coming sooner than we think. As well as all the other prophecies, it's coming sooner than what we think. But again, it said, and there shall be no man to comfort them. It says, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. So, you go outside, you look out your window, you look at your environment, everything that you see, whatever part of the town, city, state you're from, all that shit's going to be different real soon. All right. All that shit's going to be different. All this shit's going to be different. The Lord's about to turn this bitch upside down. Buildings are going to be on fire. Rockets going off in the background. Shootouts in the middle of the street. It's going to be like something straight out of a movie. And as I always say, America is about to be the worst rated R movie of all time. In real time. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Yeah, ain't gonna be no damn, because that's one thing I hate. You're waking up 7 o'clock in the morning. Now don't get me wrong, it'd be Jake out there hustling, but 7 o'clock in the morning, all you hear is good damn lawnmowers going off. Jake out there cutting grass and shit. It's like, god damn, trying to sleep. That shit's not gonna be going on in Jacob's trouble. It says, the tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripe, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. Yeah, because, it's going to be dangerous, Again, it's going to go back to a dog-eat-dog world, It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world. So it's going to be dangerous going outside, man, It's going to be dangerous. Hell, it might be dangerous being in your house. You might think you're living in your little apartment or whatever, your gated community or whatever. That might be dangerous, too. It's just depending on, if the Lord is with you or not. It don't matter where you are. It's just a matter of the Lord being with you. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Yeah, martial law. The lights going out. We won't have the luxury of, being able to call brothers up, having these phones and all. And, because just on another note, in order to usher in the new system, the MOTB system, they had to crash the old one. So they're definitely, at some point they're going to crash this old system, the system that we're in right now, and one day it's just going to be a completely new system, and from there, we're going to see that's going to be the new, again, you talk about the new normal. The new normal is going to be seeing people buying and selling with the C-hip implant somewhere in their body. It says, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick rows and in the clefts of the rocks. Why is that? Because it's going to be dangerous. All right. And when there's nothing to eat out here, a lot of people are going to become a delicacy. Cannibalism is coming back. So it's going to, in a lot of major cities, it's going to look like, major cities where there's hundreds and thousands of people, right? it's going to look like as if there's no one in the city at all, because, hey, like I said, the luxury and the comforts that people have now, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be dangerous to be outside, man. Especially if you're a woman. It's going to be dangerous. So people are going to be hiding out. You know, it's just going to be a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unease. Like a chase row. You ever seen a chase row? Like, just talk about the chase row. You ever seen a chase row? You ever seen a deer at a bank? You know, a riverbed, drinking water? That deer's on point. Every little sound, every little creak, crack, cricket, that thing is ready to dip. Because, hey, the animal kingdom is a very cruel kingdom, you know, and there's danger on all sides, especially if you're something as the defenseless, you know, as a deer or cantaloupe, right? You know, and you got the threat of a you know, like I said, you're at a riverbed, you're trying to drink some water, right? You got the threat of a damn alligator coming out of the water and snatch your ass up, or you have the threat of a damn leopard somewhere, you know, coming from behind you, or both. You know, you might got coyotes over here just waiting, just timing shit. And then you got to, you know, it's danger on all sides. The animal kingdom is a very cruel kingdom. You know, that's why when the scriptures talk about a chase row. You ever seen a chase row? You ever seen a deer, a cantaloupe? You know, the ears are up. You know, that thing is, hey, it's tense, you know. Every time I watch those Animal Planets, Discovery Channels or whatever, man, and I'll be seeing them little deers trying to drink water, man. Them things is ready to dip. Any little sound, them things is ready to go. Because it's just that uncertainty. I don't know what it is, but just watching a deer drink water to me is very intense, because you just don't know. Anything can happen. Like I said, a gator can come out of the water. All right, and sometimes, hey, you'll have a damn alligator and a crocodile and a damn lion attack the deer at the same time. It's like, damn, it's very intense. Seeing, you know, and that's how it's gonna be. Very intense. All right, these people are gonna be like a chase row, just you know, just intensity on all sides, danger on all sides, man. It's gonna be like one big adrenaline rush out here. I'm gonna jump down to verse 31. It says, even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. So you see, that's the point right there. All right, I'm gonna read it again. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, because that's what it reminded me of, like you mentioned, with the wolf pack. All right, the wolf pack of violence. People traveling in packs, looking for resources. All right, looking for food. You know, like I said, a lot of you women are going to become a spoil. Men, women, and children. You know, that's what that reminded me of, man. That's why, hey, it will behoove us all, hey, you know, stay prayed up, man, because we're in those times. Scary times. Very scary times. Very dangerous times. You know, it's only going to get tougher. But that is the difference. Again, it's just a matter of the Lord being with us. You know, so Lord, one of this is edifying. All praises to you. How about Shema Shai? Shalom to you, hopefully elect.